Hi. So, if I'm walking around looking like Frankenstein today, it's because I got this Frankenstein boot on. So, hi,
Does it
John.
have an air pump like
It does. Believe
like it used to?
Exactly.
Like what it has?
It has a pump on it.
Yeah.
Like old,
So you can make them tight.
like old Adidas.
Oh,
Reeboks.
wow.
No, the Reeboks the pump.
Reebok.
Yeah. So I have Achilles tendonitis from walking around in my garage for too long working. So you know
Barefoot. I think the barefoot issue may have
I
added
don't
to
think
it.
so. I don't think so.
I think
But here we are. So hi, welcome to Side Dish. It's me, Doug. We're gonna make ramen tonight because it's cold here. It got cold, and it just was cold. So
yes.
I made a brothiness for Amy when her tooth, a broth that was sort of Asian inspired when Amy got her tooth implant in. But I decided, you gotta go up a little bit, or you have to come over.
I'm going to go up a little bit, and then I'm just a little bit worried about volume. I think it's probably fine. If someone could just put in the chat, tell me that it's great.
Yeah. So,
I'm happier. Sorry. Piperoni, what are you doing in there?
No more food. And then we're going to make this, it's an Apple Cider Champagne Cocktail. That's literally the name of it. But it's got vodka, maple syrup, apple cider, nutmeg, and a little cinnamon, and then champagne, which we have that bottle that we used from last week for the
As long as it's still bubbly.
It is. I put the capper on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
Excellent.
You know, I wasn't doing a lot of archery before.
Awesome, thank you.
But I appreciate it. Okay, so there's a couple of things to think about with ramen. Ramen is.
Oh, I didn't do that egg. Did you do that egg? For you?
I did.
Okay, sorry.
I did everything.
Sorry, I interrupted.
That's okay. I had already done that when I pulled it out and put it in the water because I did it for 7 minutes, so it will be soft boiled.
Somewhat echoey.
Huh. Okay.
That's in your head, John.
Yeah.
Shiny hair.
So what I've got here is we're going to be doing sort of a shoyu style ramen, which is a soy sauce base, but we have some miso. So we're going to mix up. We're going to kind of do a mix here. But ramen is old. It's been around for a long time. It started in China, moved over to Japan, and that's sort of the staple where it is. But there's ramen all over the world. South Korea has some. That kind of stuff has some. I don't know. It came to the U.S. after World War II, so that's where we get it. And then instant ramen, which is now like the number one cheap food in the world. Did you know that?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So you can do that.
They call it. What do they call it in England? They call it. They don't. It's not.
Okay.
Pot noodle. They call it pot noodle.
So I'm gonna get started on a few things because this stuff is gonna have to simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes. So we want to get some of that started, and then we'll play it up. I went to Yin's Market today, which is one of the better. No, it is the best in my mind. So I got some fresh ramen noodles. I've got some hot water back there, so we'll put these in, we'll drain them. I've got some thinly sliced pork belly, which I'm going to add directly to the soup, and then, everything, the noodles and everything, pour the broth over it. That's traditional. And then I've also got this thicker pork belly, which you put on there and you fry it, and then you add it on top, and it's like, so you've got some textural changes. I've got some bok choy, baby bok choy, and then green onions, a little bit of dried mushrooms, garlic, ginger, staples of the flavors. Pot noodle.
Pot noodle.
Yeah, it's so funny. So we need to we have sesame oil there, so we need to get that started because that's our base oil for this.
Okay, so can I tell a funny story that this reminded me of?
Yes.
Because you said something about China.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm an EL teacher. I think most people know that now. And so when the kids come into my class, I have other languages besides Spanish, but it's mostly Spanish. But I had some kids were talking and they just like slipped into Spanish. And then I'm always saying like, English. Remember, we're in here to practice English. And so they slipped into, oh, yeah. And then they, started speaking English again. And then they slipped into Spanish again. And I said, English. And this little girl says, China. You're like, you little turkey.
Okay, girlfriend, whenever you need. So, yeah. I mean,
okay, what kind of broth base we talking?
We're doing like a shogi broth base. So it's like, it's going to be soy sauce based, but we're also doing, we have white miso, and that's going to be part of it as well. That's just going to add some layers on the flavoring. That's the biggest. So I want to turn that down because I don't want that to burn. I need 4 cloves of garlic minced. I have our mincer, but
I don't know what that means.
what?
That I can see that you have a fire going in. Yes, we do have a fire going.
We do. It was. I came in. I was like wearing a sweatshirt. I was wearing like a zip-up sweat jacket, and
we walked into Andrea and Lino's house last night, and just did I already tell you this?
50 degrees.
61. I was like, what are you doing?
Too hot.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. It's all fine. We're all good.
I don't know what it means. What is miso?
Miso is fermented soybean paste, I think. So it's okay.
Look at the ingredients.
No, I am. I'm made with organic miso. So yes, it's whole soybeans, organic rice, koji, organic rice, koji spores, sun-dried sea salt, Blue Ridge Mountain well water, and just if you didn't know from it being soybeans, it contains soy.
Blue Ridge Mountain, like in the south? Can I see that?
Yes.
Fermented soybean. Thank you.
But
This
you
is
can
made in Asheville, North Carolina. It's funny.
I went to Yim's to get authentic, and the gal was like, I'm really sorry, we're out of white miso. We have red miso, but red miso is a different flavor profile.
Yeah, this is premium light.
So I've wanted to use miso paste in different things,
And it
but
looks like this.
I really haven't.
Interesting. Easy miso soup.
Yeah. So now that you have it, you can get some soft tofu and cut that up, throw it in there. And
It has a very nice smell.
it's kind of sweet though, right?
Maybe.
I think so.
Naturally aged using traditional Japanese techniques. Sorry.
Oops, sorry about that. If that was loud.
Miso Master.
It's called, that's the brand, Miso Master?
That's funny. Miso Master.
Well, when I asked where else I should go to get, if I should find something, the gal was like, I don't know, Sprouts? So, I guess they're not a competitor for that, for them. So here's some garlic. Let's throw that in there, and then I'm going to turn the flame back on. And then I just need one of these.
Denise is over here eating candy. Out of the bucket still.
Yeah.
Want some?
Denise knows what's good.
Yeah, I want my own. I don't know, just give me some. We use the tube stuff called Miso Easy.
Well, so that, yes, but I think that Miso Easy is
Silly.
is geared towards making soup specifically. So I looked at that, but when I was reading the instructions, it didn't seem within the spirit of
What you're doing.
what I'm doing. So this just takes one little green onion with the chopped up white parts. You know, you can get a little of a light green in there. Okay. Well, so, gonna throw that in there. And aromatics are pretty much universal in making soup's base. You've got, you know, garlic. You can throw crushed ginger in here if you wanted to. No, stop.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I've got this going. Oh, I need to stir it. This is going to already smell really good because of the sesame oil, but yeah. See, I'm going to turn it almost to... And then once that's good, about two... Oh, I need to slice this ginger. That goes in there too, I forgot. So I'm just going to take this nub and just slice it and then cut it into slices. Or, sorry, skin it and then turn it into slices. Let's see. What else is going on? This week has been weird in terms of we had Monday off, and then Tuesday I worked from home. Wednesday, my foot was hurting so bad that I took the day off, and then I went into the office for one day on Thursday, and then I worked from home on Friday, and that was pretty much my week. So it seemed like it went pretty fast. Amy had to work with the pre-K yesterday. And what, pre-K? 3 and 4 year olds?
3 and 4 year olds with the developmental delays, and it was a bit of a rodeo, but you know what the worst part of it was? At the very end, getting them ready to go home. I had a reusable cup with a straw, and it had been sitting, and I had been
Oh no.
trying to get a lot of water in me all day so I could keep up with these little buggers. And at the very end, I'm helping some kid put his jacket on, and I look over, and one of them's got, there wasn't anything left in it, but got my straw right in her mouth. So I couldn't use it after school. And I was like, why? Of all the things,
Yeah.
why?
Well.
But you know, if that's the worst thing that happens, we're good.
Exactly.
We are good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. Yeah. We played with blocks. We threw the blocks. We played with dollies. Fed the dollies. And we put the clothes on I put the clothes on the dollies. The children took their clothes off because that's more fun. What else? They have all this plastic food, you know, for in the little kitchen.
Yeah.
They have a whole bucket of sushi. Fake sushi.
So this is chicken stock going in. I need 6 cups of this. You can, if you have homemade, I'd use that.
We don't have any right
I
now?
have this bung on my finger because, you know.
What happened?
In an effort to stop having pain in my foot, I opened the Tylenol extra strength cardboard box, and it sliced me on the finger as a worm.
Of course.
So, you know, it's fine. You guys like my new cup?
Yeah, that's fancy.
Got it in, Sonoma?
You got it at Trattori Farms. You got it in Dry Creek.
That's right, Trattori. I thought I got it at that roadside, you know, by 3 fat guys.
No, you didn't get it.
Okay. And again, this is all about, I feel like soup is about building layers of flavor as you're doing this. So, you know, don't feel bad about everything taking a little
Why
bit.
put it in the other cup instead of just put it straight in?
Because I want to make sure I understand, because my brain never understands that one of these, which is 32 ounces, aka 2 pounds, is 4 cups. even though I know it. My brain wants confirmation. So yes, I agree. It wasn't practical, John. So now I've done that, and I need to let this come up, and I think I need, chicken stock, water, soy sauce, mirin, miso paste.
Did you put water in there?
Not yet. I'm doing that right now. I need 2 cups of water. And 2...
I'm going to go this way a bit.
I will say, while I like this thing...
You have trust issues.
No, it's just hard to read the white...
No. John's saying you have trust issues because you don't trust your own brain to know that, even
I know
though
what's going on.
you know
John.
that.
I know not to trust it. Believe me, I'm the one person who should not trust it. Okay, so we need 1 tablespoon of this miso. Oh, where's that thing?
Oh, right here.
You need that for freshness. So
It's just a little paper thing.
yeah, but it helps it from drying out.
Yeah. Let me tell you that.
It literally says it on it.
Oh. Okay. Well, there you go.
So miso.
We can read things.
Right? I guess.
Yeah, whatever. I know. Why would I do that? So again,
I like this use of your finger instead of a little spatula, which we own a million of.
sure, but whatever. It adds extra flavor.
Layering flavors.
Denise is on it. It is what it is. I'm using low sodium soy sauce, but you don't really.
Could you use that glass?
Easy.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
2 tablespoons. Like everything. Did Doug read this before I did it? Yeah.
You?
Well, I didn't. No, that's a lie.
You read it enough to make a grocery list.
I did do that. So that is a true statement.
His cookie is tasty.
I mean, you said it, not me. What else has been going on? I mean, this week is... you guys know that show Taskmaster? It's British. It's really good. There's like 18 series of it, but they're 10 episodes each. Hilarious. You should watch
I
it.
don't think it's that funny.
Well, you don't know comedy.
You like it.
Yeah, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
And then what else do I need? I've got the miso, the soy sauce, mirin. Now, I was like, I know I have mirin, but then part of me was like, do I? So 1 tablespoon of this bad boy. This is sweet cooking rice wine.
Yeah. I didn't know that until
I didn't get it full. So you pull it out.
Yeah. I was pretty sure we had some in there too. but-
Yeah, there's another one in there because
there's 2 in there?
there's a smaller one because when I went to the Korean store with Nam for the for all the stuff we made for kimchi,
Yeah.
she told me I had to have that. So I was like, I'm not gonna argue. She knows what's up. So let's see, mirin, miso paste, garlic sauce. Now we're gonna use this, but it's just a teeny tiny bit. It's a little spicy, it's a little garlicky. It's good though.
That's what I should do in miniature. The Clue Mansion.
Oh my god,
I thought you were gonna
that's a great idea.
But Ping says we're rebuilding the Clue Mansion from Rev 27. I don't know what that is. I don't know if you played it.
I did.
What does it mean?
Well, Rev 27 is just revision 27 of this Minecraft server. We're on revision 30 right now.
Oh. So they're actually saying the actual Clue Mansion? Like from the movie?
Yeah, they built it.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Who's Colonel Mustard? I mean, you could be.
Was it you and I that made Drunken Clue?
Yes. It was in our closet for, I don't know what happened to it.
We wrote on the tiles
Yeah.
that you had to like take a shot or something. You wrote it there.
So we're just doing
That was fun.
one teaspoon of that. That smells, it doesn't smell like spicy, but it smells good. Like,
Oh, that does smell good.
gonna add a nice depth of
That's a
flavor.
La Rocha chicken on it.
Yeah, it's home food. Same people.
Yeah, he loves that cleaver, John. I don't know why we have any other knives now.
I used the
Except
other
for a
one.
bread knife.
I used it.
You used what?
I used one today.
What?
Another knife. But this knife is good.
For what? Is it because that knife was dirty?
Yeah. First of all,
We're not making fun of you. We're just saying you really like that cleaver.
it's the sharpest knife, as indicated by this non-scar I have.
What's his name, Beaver?
It didn't even scar?
No, you want to look at it?
Sure. Oh,
It's red, but that's about it.
interesting.
Okay, so this is gonna come up to a boil, and while this is coming up to a boil, we're gonna look at some other stuff. So,
Goody.
oh, and our mushrooms, which are just there for umami.
Ooh, mummy.
Umami.
Your mummy.
What have you guys been up to? I hope it's been, fun.
Well, I invited Sarah and Adriana to learn how to play Mahjong so that Denise and I and Sarah and Adriana could play Mahjong this winter. And they both took me up on it. So that's going to be fun.
Maybe you should invite me.
I thought I did.
Who did you say?
Sarah and Adriana.
And who was your fourth that you said?
Denise.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. You said Denise, and then Denise said you should invite me, and I was like, what is happening? Am I losing my mind right now?
She's indicating that,
That
I
she didn't
may
know.
have
Yeah.
thought about and saying, let's do this, and I didn't let her in on this.
Well, you can start a whole Mahjong league, just like Greg and Terry, so.
I can start a whole what?
Mahjong League.
Oh, yeah.
League of Mahjong.
The League of Mahjong Gentlemen. Okay, so now what do we have to do?
I don't know how to set up
reduce
the first one.
there. So then I've got these noodles, and let's see what the instructions say for these. Because we can cook these, and then they can just hang out. Because again, they need to be cooked to a point at which you are going to be able. You're just going to throw them into a bowl, and then go from there. So boil 4 cups of water. Cook for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now this is very convenient for us.
Those are like in individual little packets, aren't they?
They
That's
are.
what it looked like.
And there's 3 of them.
There's 3 of us.
There is 3 of us.
Oh my gosh.
So
But they're
these-
already cooked. You're just warming them.
Yeah, it's only a minute and 30 seconds. I'm just getting stuff prepped.
Okay.
So, because I'm going to probably move this once it boils to over here so that it can simmer. And then I'm going to get a pan and I'm going to cook the pork and just kind of get all of our mise en place in place and we're ready to go. And then we'll make the cocktail. We'll jitty chat for a while. So there's 2, I noticed that there are like 2 different packages for ramen. There was this red line, and then there was a yellow line. And I was like, well, what's the difference? This is medium wavy, and the other one was straight. Now, by the indication of medium wavy, there indicates that there's heavy wavy. So I didn't see that in the packaging area, but this is...
You infer there is
that,
heavy
yeah.
wavy.
So...
It's like now there's all these curly hair charts, and it's like you might have B2 or C1 or
You like it?
it's all very confusing.
It is. The other thing, you could just don't want to get fancy. You could just take ramen packets from the store, dried, cook them, don't add the seasoning packet, and then make with the stock, and it's the exact same thing. Now, you could take ramen packets with its own seasoning, and then you could, what we call in this place, do a pantry power up, and you could blanch some bok choy, and do pork belly, and do the soft boiled or hard boiled eggs, whatever you want, egg style. You can add all this stuff. You can add sesame. You can add corn kernels is a thing that you can add to this. So you know,
Some company has now packaged ramen toppings, so it's a bunch of like freeze dried veggies and like shrimp and basically what you see in a cup of soup, but in a packet you can
That's weird. Why wouldn't you just do the
fresh or
hot noodle and not use that little? Because that package is really just salt
well,
and a few other things.
MSG is in there. That's a big one.
Well, what does Pam say? The flavor enhancer.
That's exactly. And I actually have some.
We have MSG.
Yeah, because
It does enhance the
that's part of
flavor.
the post-war boom of this when in the United States was, first of all, Japan had a bunch of wheat flour surplus from the imports from the U.S. And then the invention of MSG. So in 1958, Momofuku Ando invented instant ramen, starting with chicken ramen, and his creation became a global phenomenon, bringing ramen to dorm rooms, offices, and homes everywhere. Isn't that fun? So there's so many different, like again, these regional flavors. So there's shoyu, miso, tonkotsu, which is a pork bone.
easy for you to say.
Done with MSG. Yeah, you know me.
Yes, I am. Welcome. And then there's shiho, which is salt. It's the lightest and oldest type of ramen. When you eat ramen, you know how you basically slurp it? You should, because it adds aeration to the broth and with the noodles going up and down, and it's considered not rude in Japan. How about that?
Like getting a little aeration on your wine.
A little bit. Ooh. We made ramen in the past. And to answer
can
Nate's
smell it.
question, sorry, Nate, to answer your question, these were purchased at
I answered it in the chat.
Asian food market, Yams. So go to your
We
local-
made ramen here?
like a long, like a number, not
Yeah, we did.
a number of years ago now. And I can't remember if it was here or at the old house.
You made it here and it wasn't that long ago. You did.
Okay,
I had the thing with the rice noodles and the
that was pho, which I've
Oh,
got-
I might be thinking of pho.
yeah, that was good.
what the fuck are you?
Well, I mean, they're very similar
Why?
because they're both brothy, noodly soups that you cook the meat in. I mean, that's pretty similar.
I mean, I guess. The noodles are completely different, but.
Yeah, but we're not talking about lasagna versus steak. We're talking about two very similar things.
Does anybody
I'm
know?
sure I'm going to get hate for
Yeah.
this.
Do you know any?
Also, Miracle Whip is the better of the condiments.
Why don't you just throw that in?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to get hate anyways, so I might as well.
Yeah, she's just gonna add it to it. I will say that I've been trying to figure out like the difference between what is the difference between a noodle and a pasta. That's a question for everybody. What do you know what the difference is? Because I did figure it out. Yes, here's a little MSG.
But noodle is a shape, I would say. Pasta is,
Like an egg noodle versus like
Oh, that's
a
true, yeah.
fettuccine.
what is the
Pasta.
difference between a noodle? Noodle versus pasta. I bet it has something to do with egg and some ingredient in there.
I mean, yes, there's technique about how it is. Technique is all involved in this.
Okay,
noodle-
so what's the difference between pasta and noodle?
well, the technique is you roll out pasta usually,
And one
cut
is
it.
extruded or something.
No,
Oh.
it's stretched.
What
So
is stretched?
The pasta is normally stretched. Like
Pasta
ramen
is
noodles, if
stretched.
you watch traditional people make how they make it, it's like they set it up and then they do cut it, but it's like they stretch it and it pulls out like this, and then they fold it, and then they continue to do that until they have these long, continuous noodles. So you might slurp, that's why you slurp, because the noodles are so long.
Yeah.
That whereas pasta has many shapes, they're both wheat based. Durum wheat is usually used as a base for pasta. whereas whole wheat or wheat flour is used for that. They both can contain eggs. They can both, but it's how they're made, how they're.
So you're saying pastas are usually like either rolled and cut or extruded,
Yes.
right, to get
Yes.
spaghetti. And noodles are stretched into that shape. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this guy's gonna go, and then it's gonna be great.
Okay.
So, turn that off before I burn myself. We'll get our-
Yeah, but I would say noodles are a subset of pasta because the ingredients are pretty much the
But they
same.
were developed.
But they're
They were developed.
simultaneously
Well, they were
but
developed
separate.
independently of each other.
Yeah.
So I think again that comes down to the technique of like.
That's where we think about like, yeah, are all noodles all pasta? No, all noodles are pasta, but all pasta is not noodles.
Listen, I think I took this question on the SATs. I don't have to do it today.
Or on your gate test.
Yeah, one of the two. Okay, so we're just gonna just make get our stuff kind of ready as this is doing its business in the back. And what's happening in the back? Well, it's going to simmer. And as that simmering happens, evaporation also happens, which is concentrating flavor.
Yeah.
Which is what we want. So. Nope, I turned this off and didn't turn it back on. Now there is fat in this, but I'm going to give us a little zhuzh here. We're going to do just a teeny tiny bit of sesame oils to help it start.
I don't hate that.
I figured you wouldn't.
I love sesame.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love sesame seeds.
Oh, speaking of, we'll need
Remember
that.
how that friend of ours did not like sesame seeds? That is the weirdest thing.
Who did not like sesame seeds?
Ellie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Sesame seed bunch. She hated sesame seeds. Who hates sesame seeds?
Huh.
That should have been fine.
So this is, were three different styles of pork belly at Yim's Market. There was the super thin,
Are those the rolled?
yeah, these are the rolled ones. There was a regular one, and then there's these ones, which are pork belly, and they are sliced to 8 millimeters. My guess is they have a very specific use and cuisine that you need. So. I'm going to tell you right now, that smells amazing already. So. I like it. How many times did you? Nate,
Very struggling.
how many times did you write that out before you hit send? I like because there's a lot of.
You know what's good is that I can't even remember the controversial thing I said before that, and nobody else can either. So it's good. I think other people agreed with my controversial.
Deflection.
Dragon's beard candy is what I'm asking about, whether or not it's good. It sounds good. Although I try to avoid things that are all covered in cornstarch. Oh, wait. Cornstarch or powdered sugar. Oh, I can get behind that.
So let's get this back to boil.
Dragon's beard candy.
What is it?
It's like noodles, but with honey or corn syrup. They take a puck of the candy, they stretch, twist, and fold it in half, coating with cornstarch or powdered sugar. They repeat it until it's like cotton. That's cool, huh? Oh, good.
I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen. There's I think Eater or Bon Appetit. I think it's Bon Appetit. They have like a noodle, like where like a professional person who is like a master at noodle making comes in and makes the noodles from scratch, and like he does like the stretching, and it is kind of magical to watch because it sort of starts out as a normal looking, and then all of a sudden through movement, almost dance like, and through just technique and all that, all of a sudden you've got these like perfectly symmetrical small noodles that are like perfect for a certain thing. It's really, really cool. So, yeah. Sorry, something in the air. Okay. Well,
Is it love?
is it love?
I bet it's dog hair.
Is it
Something's in the air.
It's dog hair.
Dog hair.
It's definitely dog hair. I mean, getting a little glass ready.
Yeah.
So, because this is a fun glass for it to go into, and also this is the only cocktail recipe that I've seen in which requires the measurement of a half cup. So,
I like for the cider, yeah.
yeah, and the hold on. 1/2 cup of apple cider and 1/2 cup of champagne, but we're just gonna do the champagne till it tops over. But.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get the side that I started with crispy, and then I'm actually gonna turn this off and let that, and then I'll put that off to the side. Because again, I don't want it to be tough when we put it into the soup. Does anybody? What is your favorite toppings that you put on like ramen if you're making ramen from home? I like. I don't know. I like it all. This seems like it's gonna be overkill, but. Oh wait, I shouldn't use that chicken broth in it. That'd be weird. You guys see me catch myself there though, see? I'm not always crazy. Mostly though.
If you aren't using a half cup to measure your cocktails, what are you even doing with your life?
I mean, it's 100%.
Oh wait, you should stir that. You could share where it came. I left the jug over there.
Yeah, I
didn't
have it. We have so much time that I'm just.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I bought this to make apple cider for the staff at my work. I found this concentrate. And so I took it to work and I put it in a crock pot and made it. And what's wrong?
Nothing. I thought it was bubbles. It was an illusion.
And it was a big hit. It was gone.
How much liquor did you put in?
None.
That is definitely not clean.
Okay, we'll clean it. We'll go over. We have time.
We had to go through, and if you don't do this often, I recommend you do it more. Clean your dishwasher.
We just need a new dishwasher.
Well, that is true. So if you have anybody's had a new dishwasher lately and what likes theirs.
Denise has some suggestions.
Oh, good.
She said never get a Samsung.
Not by any.
No, I've heard they're very terrible.
She really liked her KitchenAid. They're pricey. What do you have now? LG. Anybody else have an opinion? We really need a new one.
Yeah.
Ours is just not even working.
Yeah, dishwashers, and I can put them in.
The more expensive you get would be like the quieter they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
We don't really care about that because we don't
well, I was just going to say.
really hang out. Like, it usually just runs at night when we're sleeping. So.
Yeah.
But when I was pricing, they were between like 3 and 5 for most besides that kitchen.
Yeah, they're really not that expensive
No.
for an appliance.
What? Yeah.
There's nothing to them. I mean, I was
My
pulling
chase,
that one around with one arm. I was just like,
my chase card just upped my credit limit by like $6,000. It's ridiculous.
Don't use it. Okay, let's see. People like sesame oil. Favorite thing to add in general is a soft boiled egg.
Yeah.
John likes Whittier. I think they're mushrooms.
Woody and mushrooms, yeah.
And wakame seaweed. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's not. No, it's actually frosted. The picture is frosted. It's vintage. We went to a place in Pittsburgh where they stretched them out and banged them on the counter. It was cool to see and was delicious. They didn't use Miracle Whip or anything because it's cow dung.
Because it's cow dung?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God. Don't get me started on the dishwashers. Uh-oh. Wait. Dishwashers? Whirlpool. Don't get frickin' fancy. Yeah.
yeah.
Seems
Keep
like
it
they all
simple.
come with racks for plates that are designed to be purchased with dishwashers, and getting a relaxed rack costs extra. Just a dishwasher, if it's fancy, it will be. We have a KitchenAid with a third rack on top. Yeah, I think that third rack is a good idea for knives and stuff.
Well, yeah, for what we use it for the stuff that we use. I mean, like that third rack is important to me, actually.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Third rack.
Which
Andrea, what brand is yours?
I didn't get the third rack, but it's just me, so I don't really.
Yeah.
I mean, for 2 people, we make an exorbitant amount of dishes.
I know. Why is
I
that?
don't know, my love. I don't
It is really obnoxious.
The amount, yeah. It's stupid. Okay.
KitchenAid. KitchenAid, sorry. You said KitchenAid. Say what?
You guys cook a lot of your
All right, so half ounce of that, or half cup of that. We need.
Oh, yeah, you got to run some hot water over that. It always gets glued to the top. Sticky stuff. I know knives aren't supposed to go in the dishwasher, but I'm fucking lazy, John. And also, the last time Doug washed and dried a knife, he almost cut his thumb off.
That's true. So, you know.
You reuse the utensils and cups. It actually takes longer to get to the dishwasher.
Okay. 1 tablespoon, which is not very much of this. Okay.
Had I just purchased a dishwasher, I probably would have just purchased Whirlpool.
Yeah.
I like things to match.
Oh yeah, I mean I can get that.
And I chose the LG refrigerator, so that pretty much decided everything else.
Such a nerd. Whatever.
Okay. Now I think I have to. Oh, vodka. This is a very boozy drink.
Yeah. What do you mean?
It's 2 ounces of this and then champagne on top of it.
Oh. Isn't that funny? I didn't really even think of the champagne as being alcohol. It's just for bubbles.
You know, when it's 12% alcohol. Okay, so here is a famous recipe. It's
Half cup of vodka.
there's a lot of
Liquid in there?
yeah.
Is it all going to fit in the cup?
Yes.
Okay.
If not, you know what you do?
Did you put the dashy of all the spices in
I
there?
did.
I didn't see you do that. What was I doing?
I don't know. Where's the strainer? And then in the door of the refrigerator is the
Oh, yeah. Oh, taste that without it first. Let's see how it is.
okay. It is very good.
It doesn't taste super boozy.
No, not at all.
I was going to say, you could nix the champagne and just do, whoa,
Wow.
sparkling water. I'm glad you had a hand on that.
Yeah, or else we'd be going for a broken nose.
And we have to end the stream.
Nah, I'd keep going.
Your ramen, everyone.
That's what everybody comes here for, is, you know, a little bit of,
Doug breaks his nose. Amy passes out.
yeah, you know.
Denise has to deal with all of it.
Spoon, cousin.
Can't find what you want.
Well, I was going to use a cocktail spoon, but I will say that it's good. It's very it was very apple cidery. Like it was like right in your face.
Well,
Oh,
it's
y'all.
yeah, it's beautiful.
That's pretty good. I like that quite a bit.
That's very good.
Okay. Nice job, everybody. So now I've got this coming back up to a boil. That's simmering. My eggs have already been done. Bok choy goes, the noodles we'll do last, bok choy. Let's get some bowls. Now, I've been thinking about the bowls. We have good bowls for this. But I feel like
These are too shallow.
they are, now that I look at it. I thought they were deeper.
No.
But we don't have big enough.
Those.
We have 2 of those. And you need 3 big ones.
We'll get a mixing bowl. You only have to make it. Other people don't need to see what we eat out of. You can just use the one for the tester.
Well, okay.
We need to go to China. Don't they have those bowls at Yen's?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, looks like we're going to China.
Yay! I think that's racist. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
It's a sign of respect.
It all depends on how you do it.
You made the sound in your brain, not anybody else. It's because his feet fell off, or what? Nate's really off on this.
Because it causes degrowth of toes.
Degrowth of toes. I'm going to cut a teeny bit of this. Let's... Yoink. Yoink.
Why are you just using a little bit? Oh, we're just tasting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that's all you were putting on there.
No. I mean, it tastes like pork. It's not bacon. Okay, let's see what else. I have conversation things today because I'm apparently bad at this. Okay, we've done that. Anybody do any Thanksgiving substitutions this year? Like taking out something that's standard and putting in something that's not standard?
And is it because you want to get punched in the face at your Thanksgiving dinner?
Right, but okay, but I also brought this up because last year there's this video of a woman who is lambasting somebody who you cannot see on camera, and she says, "You don't mess with Thanksgiving. Just because you saw something you wanted to try on TikTok or whatever, you don't do that on Thanksgiving. You do that on your own damn time. You don't ruin my Thanksgiving." And it is 100% accurate.
She changed the macaroni and
She
cheese.
changed
right.
the macaroni and cheese. Yeah, she
And
messed with it.
It was like
And they were mad.
they were not happy.
Yeah, that lady was having none of that fancy macaroni.
Exactly. She was like, "Get that shit out of here," basically. Okay.
Are you planning on messing with anything?
No. That's why I'm just asking if people are adding or like. Listen, I went and got a 20-pound turkey today, so. Where's that? On my
Instead
wall,
of a
there's
green bean
this.
casserole, we are doing a Brussels sprout au gratin. Well, I wish you luck.
So this turkey is from First Fruit Sustainable Farms. Now, I'm going to email them because I'd like to go out there because they are local, they're sustainable, they're fresh, and they're regenerative farming. Which is,
cool.
I'm big on regenerative farming. They're from Fallon, which is Denise's old hometown.
And I've never seen a turkey out there, so I'm suspicious.
So I need to follow them on social media, but also they are so nice. It was the husband and wife were at the farmers market at Legends today, and I will admit I knew I was supposed to do something, but I thought that it went later in the day, the farmers market. Turns out that they left at 1, and I arrived on site at 12:58.
Again? This year?
Yeah.
You screwed it up last year too.
That's true, I did. But she was very nice. She called me, and I said, "Yep, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 10 minutes." And she was like, "Okay." And she was like, I apologized, and she was like, "No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. we're working till 1 anyways. And I was like, yeah, but I might be pushing it. And she's like, it's fine.
Well, that was nice of her.
It was very nice of them. So I've never cooked bok choy.
Ever?
I don't think so. So if anybody has like, how much of this, do I just leave it as is? Do I separate it? I know we're blanching it. That's what I've got cold water over there for, but I don't think I need, I'm going to give it a,
Rinse?
yeah, well, the boil would do, take care of, whoop. It's gone.
It is not gone.
It
You
is.
need to find it.
I don't know where it is, but it's probably like underneath the lid. So now that this is boiling, this is like 1 or 2 minutes in here. I'm gonna use our. And then when you blanch things, we haven't talked about this, you should immediately you need to have cold water like nearby. So for the eggs, I already have that. So the reason you blanch and then throw it in cold water is that it will stop the cooking immediately. If you just pulled it out of the hot water and set it in the bowl, it's going to be hot still. So it's going to continue. It's going to break down the cell walls even more than you want. So, we're talking 7:52. I'm taking it out. So Brussels sprouts au gratin. That's an
That
interesting.
sounds good.
It does sound good. I love Brussels sprouts. And again, I think we've talked about it plenty of times on here, but like, we're all of this pretty much similar age group, I think, who follows this channel for the most part.
I don't know.
But I only had boiled Brussels sprouts when I was a child.
I never ate a Brussels sprout until I was an adult.
And I think,
At John and
I was
Adriana's.
going to say, I think John and Adriana
I was like, whoa, these are good.
but now they're kind of a staple for us on like, when we do like the sheet pan vegetables and like pull a sausage or some sort of meat. It's really good because you toss it and then olive oil or a little balsamic at the end and stuff, and it really just like...
It's easy.
Yeah.
And it's yummy.
It's really good.
And you can eat it for lunch the next day. How's that working out?
Good. So now, again, into here, and that will continue to cook. When we put it in when we put it in with the soup, it's going to cook. So, I mean, we're good. Okay, I'm looking at this. What do we got going on here? I mean, it smells pretty unbelievable. All right, so what do we have to do next? We have, again, the reason I talked about it a little bit, but the reason that we have the fire going is because it's only something like 17 tonight. It's really cold, so I hate that. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little fish sauce for the last 5 minutes of this.
Yeah, Andrea is still not a fan of the Brussels sprout.
Yeah, well.
That's okay.
We're just going to do like
What's that?
a teeny bit of fish sauce, like a teaspoon.
Is that from our, is that new?
Yes.
Didn't we have some in there?
No, that's oyster sauce.
Oh.
No, I didn't buy this today.
Oh, okay.
This is what was in there. So, yes and no. It's new because it's not what we used before, but
Gotcha.
okay. So we need to get these noodles cooking. And I'm just going to cook all three, and then I'm going to separate them up because I don't want to have to.
Yeah. Andrea's not team here.
Well, Andrea's not accounting for taste, so.
Hey, shut up!
See how she talks to me, everybody?
So rude. Wait, are you mixing the noodles up?
Yeah.
I want my noodles. Separate from your noodles.
That's not how this works. So these do come, I think, a little bit frozen. And again, we are not cooking these for very long. I mean, it's 7:54. This thing is very handy. I need to find a thing that fits it better.
What do you mean? That thing fits great.
I guess it's true. Whatever. You don't know me. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. We gotta get everything ready. This comes over here.
There's an order of operation, people. You should put some water chestnuts in there for a little crunch.
I mean, we could probably do that. If that's what you want.
Next time.
Next time.
Bamboo.
Yeah, we do bamboo shoots. I think that would be pretty good. I love this because, like, I love just Asian broths in general. War wonton soup broth that we get from Fortune Palace is a miracle worker. If I'm feeling not good, I can just drink that and I feel better. So. Okay. I like this. Just make sure everything looks good separated. And you don't, again, you want this to be in a positioning of which the broth, the noodles are going to go down first. Okay. So then
I like how that noodle that's sticking out the bottom is just like whipping around. That was awesome.
we're going to add that pork. We're going to take this pork. And again, we're just going to add, we're laying, again, I think a lot of this is layering texture, so you're going to get a lot of that. Should be good there.
Oh, you caught it! Yes!
That was a butthole pucker, everyone. Woo! I gotta tell you, that was the most exciting thing I've done in a while.
What's happening over there?
That's just boiling water still.
Okay.
I need to throw it. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. It goes in half. Goes in there. Couple things of bok choy. Get yourself. Now. Sorry, I'm concentrated, so I'm not speaking.
Okay. You can move the bowl closer.
Huh?
You
I can think about what?
can move the bowl closer. You got some green onion tops?
I got some. That's going in next.
Nice.
Voila.
That does look pretty, baby.
And we've made ramen.
Ta-da!
So again, with all the tomfoolery we do around here, doing it in an hour is possible. So, I think a lot of this comes down to, again, the ability to get things ready. So the night before, or
Where's your chopsticks?
this guy is terrible at chopsticks. So I'm just gonna taste the broth. It's very good. I feel like you can have more depth, but that could be cooking more. You can add a little bit more soy sauce, whatever you want.
Let it condense a little bit more. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there is a
I thought you told me that was empty.
There it is. See,
It is. Oh.
I didn't lie to you. I just gave you a little. It's the saltiness. You could have that, but see how the pork here? It's starting to cook in the broth because it's warm, and then you've got. I mean, I'm telling you. Let's just have a little taste of that. It's great. You should have some.
Well, that one's mine, right?
It is. Now you can. There's what is it? There's different kinds of eggs you can put in stuff, so you can make it.
Ooh, that's hot.
It is hot.
Hey, no.
Jack really wants to be a part of it.
You butt face.
Okay, so what have we learned today? I think we've learned that ramen is easy as you want to make it, or as hard as you want to make it. If you want to make pork bone broth, go for it. That's going to give you a deeper, rich flavor because you made the broth yourself in terms of what's there. I would say, I don't know what benefit. I mean, it's just a different type of flavor, right? It's just a different. What do you think?
Good. And the noodles they have a little tooth. They're good.
Yeah.
Not overdone. I was a little afraid of mushiness, but no.
Yeah, I think
No
that's
mush.
where the minute. I did it for a minute, maybe a little bit more than a minute in terms of the. I'm really happy because again, knowing that if you can just have a few ingredients, and even if you have again, can you get some dried ramen noodles, and be ready for that, then you are pretty good to go in terms of everything else. So. Throw that on top. Denise's egg right here. Boop.
Yeah, it's good.
So, again, flavorful foods don't have to take 10 hours. They can take 10 hours, and you're going to probably get what are you going to get? If you're using, the broth, you're going to get a better depth of flavor overall. But, come on. It doesn't matter. This is going to be good for a weeknight. You're looking for something a little bit warm in your belly. You're looking for, all the things to make you feel comfort, which is not a bad thing. And especially in the winter and right before you want comfort in the holidays. You got your stuff, Denise? Yep. Okay. Here you go. And I'll just get a bowl like this one. I'll make mine. And then I'll show you the difference in time, the kind of egg. So, as you can see, but I can fix that really quick by a little hot water.
That's good.
And then, experiment with the different types. If there's like a Korean type ramen, try to grab those flavors and see how that turns out for you. But you don't necessarily put the flavors you want kind of together and, make yourself a brothy soup. There's a lot of studies that talk about how good soup and broth, like bone broths and stuff, are good for your health. Mm-hmm. And if you didn't know this, like for dieting and things like that, by eating, you can eat broth, and that provides you with like sustenance. You can, calorie-wise, it's lower in calories, but it also makes you feel full. So, adding that, coupling it with, I don't know, a few different things in the broth, vegetables, and whatever protein, and you're gonna get yourself pretty much to where you want to be. Get out of my kitchen.
Oh, they're like sharks right now.
It's because they smell the meat. I'm pretty sure. But so this is the soft boiled egg, which is traditional in these. This is a 7-minute egg, and you can kind of see the difference. I can already feel the difference in the center of it, which is what you're gonna really see. So this is gonna have, it's gonna be way more jammy. It's gonna be, oh yeah, see, like kind of an over medium egg.
Hell no.
But it also is going to cook inside the broth. So,
Salmonella cinder right there. That made like a perfect amount.
sure did. So, got a little bit of this. Yes, it is. Soup is. I love it. I probably could make soup every day if I had the patience. Sorry, I'm trying to make Goofy go crazy when she watches this later. So, throwing this. Just get in. And then, I didn't put a little extra soy sauce in yours, Denise, but you can have it. So, if you wanted to, again, I'm going to add just a teaspoon of this.
Yeah.
You don't need very much. And then just let's have it like a little bit of noodle, a little bit of this mushroom, a teeny bit of this bok choy.
Oh, you make yourself a perfect bite.
That's really good. So, awesome. Thank you guys for coming along on this journey. I think this was a really fun episode. There are a lot of options you have in terms of doing this. The ingredients, yes, there's some specialty items you need. But you can get pork belly cheap at Costco. You could slice it yourself. You could do a lot of different things. Bok choy, any Asian supermarket is going to have that in abundance and like these little guys, which is really good. Other than that, like you can make homemade noodles if you want to, or you can buy them. Dry, fresh, doesn't matter. So, next week, who knows what's going to happen? I don't. But we're going to be here. And then we'll be prepping into Thanksgiving. So we'll probably do something in relation to that. If you have not gotten your turkey, I recommend doing that. I also recommend doing anything you can do ahead of time. Like, if you're going to make your own stock, make stock next week. If you want to make rolls ahead of time, make rolls ahead of time, freeze them, pull them out the day before, let them rise, and then bake them. They're going to be just as good as that. So that's what I got to say to you. Please like and subscribe if you have not done so. I can keep forgetting to say that because I'm terrible at this. But, we grow slowly, but we grow with you. And so tell people you know if you like this, and we'll continue to do it as long as you keep showing up. So remember that we love you for being here, and to be kind, to be loyal. Do something nice for somebody next week. We will see you then, and we love you very much. Bye-bye.